Hello all, Jesse D, aka Zenoth, back again with another video, and this time I'm going to be busting out a little DIY and showing you all a simple recipe. I hope you enjoy.
Alright, so like I said in the intro, it's going to be a pretty simple recipe to make. It's a grasshopper style juice. So all we will need is some double chocolate and creme de menthe. And all we will be really needing for measurement is a 3 ml syringe and 1 pipette. And here's the recipe if you don't really want to watch through the whole rest of the movie. It's a 30% flavoring, 50-50 mix. It's 16 milligrams of nicotine. And those are the numbers you will be needing. I'm going to wash up and get ready to mix this. So I'll switch over to focus cam. Alright, all ready to get going. Got my gloves in case I get any juice on my hand. Got a little mask, mostly just in case I have to cough or sneeze while mixing. I don't want to sneeze into my juice. The nic I'm using is really not that strong. 60 milligrams and 120 mils worth. So it's not super strong, scary style mix. And it's a 70-30 PG/VG. So if you're wondering why I don't add very much PG, it's because there's already plenty in there. So we're going to start out with 8.27 mils. Because we're going for 31 milligrams at 16 milligram strength. So we'll start off just like that. All right, 3. 6. 7, 8. And we'll bring it up to the little 0.2 line. Boom. That is all the go juice we need for this recipe. It's nice and simple like that. Wipe off our syringe so that we don't cross-contaminate nick into our PG and VG. And now this requires such a little amount of PG that I'm going to use a pipette. So I need 0.41 mils, which will be 10 drops out of this pipette. So not very much PG needed to add into this to get the 50-50 I want. Normally I go 40-60, but for this recipe, since there's so much PG and VG already, I'd have to remove some somehow, and that wouldn't work. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I go 11 because one of those was kind of an airy drop. That's all the PG we'll be needing, since there's enough PG in the nicotine itself already. Slippery gloves. So I just washed the counter, so I got a little water on the lid. That's where that came from. Alright, now to counteract all that PG that's in there, dilute it out. We're going to dilute it out with 13 mils of VG. Should have plenty left. I'm not worried. 3. Six. 9. 12. And I just need 1.2 more, so we're just going to bring her a little above the 1 line. Just a little above that 1 line. And there we go. It's all our VG. Because I like big clouds of vapor. And the VG also brings a nice sweetness to it, I think. And it's very smooth vape. But I still get a pretty nice throat hit out of it, I gotta say. That's just my opinion though. So now the fun part. We get to add our flavoring. Pretty sure we really do not need the pipette for this because I'm going at 30% for flavor. Just boom, I want this to be nice and flavorful. Taking a tip from a friend. So we're going to start out with a nice 6.2 mils of our creme de menthe. It's only an 8 ml sample. This will be a nice chunk of it, but this vape will be around and it'll be nice. These lids are kind of hard to get off with gloves sometimes. Alright. Making sure the needle exterior is nice and clean. And we don't want to contaminate our flavoring. We need 6 mils of this tasty sauce. There's 3 mils. Tasty flavor. Oh, this might deplete my creme de menthe. I will need more. Just barely. Just barely. Boom. That's all the creamy minty flavor that we need. This is going to be very smooth minty. As you can see, I have my little 8 ml jar, which is not bad because it's only like $1.69. We have about that much left because I've mixed a few other juices with this as well. I think it's time to order more. I can still make like some kind of minty juice with that still. I can still, it was good to the last drop. Now for the double chocolate, we will need 3 ml just to add a little pep of chocolate to our mix, because it's really, really good. So it calls for 3.1 mils. We'll just go a little bit over the 3 ml line, just a smidge over, and there we go. We have juice. Nice chocolatey, minty, velvety juice. At least in my opinion. This is one of the first juice I ever mixed, and it turned out to be pretty damn good. So it's pretty much stuck to the original recipe. I just changed up the flavor ratios. And now the fun part, you can mix her up. We'll just give it a couple of shakes in here to help smooth it up, and we will bottle this bad boy and go to my favorite part of the mix, actually vaping it. I can smell that from here, and it smells delicious. So we're going to put it in this bottle because that makes it a little easier to shake and mix. First, a quick little double check. Went for 31 mils, and we are right at the 30 mil line. That's why I always kind of make a little bit extra, and some will get stuck in here. So you have to like get as much in the bottle as you can at first, and let it sit for a little bit. And get the rest out, because it's still pretty gooey because of all that VG. Alright, we're gonna let this sit for a little bit. You'll see some pool up, and we'll get the rest of that out. But for now, just gonna give it a little shake, shake, shake. And at this point, the safety gear is unneeded. Give this a nice shake up. You can smell that chocolate through the bottle. And there you have it, in 11 minutes. Switch over to the macro. There's still some settling in the graduated cylinder. And they say it's a 30 ml bottle, but obviously it holds a little bit more. But yeah, this will settle for a little bit, mix together, and in my opinion is one hell of a nice, smooth minty vape. If the minty, mentholy type is up your alley, I recommend trying this out. And if you have a friend that mixes, have them make some for you. If you mix yourself, there you go, that's the recipe. That's why I made this video. It's just to share a simple recipe for a home vaping use. Hope you enjoyed it. I will go back to desktop cam and give this a vape. Thank you for watching.
Alright everyone, now for my favorite part of the DIY process. Actually vaping the juice. I've got my mint addy right here. Can't remember what was the last type of mint or menthol I had in there, so I'm going to blow it out and go with a fresh start for you guys. Go with desktop cam. Yeah. Alright. First things first. We're not going to need... we'll just take the drip tip off like this. Derp. Easier to blow the addy out with the extension off. Give that drip shield a quick clean out, because it does get a bit juicy in there. But it's better that the juice go in the drip shield than down your device, on your hands, in your pocket, you know, all that fun stuff. Alright. This will be good. Really looking forward to this Grazzhopper. Alright. The addy has been blown out and refreshed. extension back on the battery, drip shield right back on. Alright, so it's the Grazzhopper juice that we just made. I let that cylinder sit for a little bit, so I was able to actually get this bottle pretty much overfilled. 30 ml bottle, got about 31 mils in there. Just a little bit of air, so you have room to shake it up. As you can see, it's kind of clear. The chocolate doesn't brown it up that much. Four drops of this fresh creation, and a nice fresh addy. Got the knucklehead on there, and adjusted to a nice little angle for reclined vaping. Reset the camera. I had run out of this juice a couple days ago. Kind of took my time to make some more, so I'm going to be really enjoying this. Last time I made it was 10% flavored. I followed JD's advice. Followed JD's advice and made it at 30% flavor. So this should be a nice booyah. So minty. You get that chocolate when you blow it out your nose. So it's super minty with a little chocolate, but it's not like a chocolate mouthwash or anything nasty like that. At least in my opinion. Maybe next time I'll add more chocolate for fun. Maybe go half and half, 15 creme de menthe, 15 chocolate, percentage wise. There's the chocolate right there. Oh my goodness. So yeah, that's Grazzhopper. I know there's some for sale somewhere online, but it's got like a whipped cream and other stuff in it. It's copying a drink. This is more Girl Scout cookie. It's not for sale anyway, so I'm not worried about it. So yeah, I really like it. If you like chocolate flavors or creme de menthe, you're just a fan of mint, I recommend trying it out. Make yourself some. It's good. In my opinion, you know, flavor subjective, but that's the kick. That came out really good. 30% flavor is just And one thing I remember from the last time I made this juice is the longer it sits, the more the chocolate comes out. Like, remember last time I made 30 mils, and by the time I baked it down to about the bottom edge of the label, it was chocolatey as a mofo. You can smell the chocolate on the smell test and all that. I recommend it. And remember, vape on. Vape Dog says thank you for watching, and remember, when doing DIY, please keep your dog outside. Some of the flavorings may smell really good, and if you end up spilling Nick or whatever, they're not going to think twice about trying to lick it up. So for the safety of your pets, lock them outside.